As you now know, over this past weekend, 2 mass shootings left at least 31 people dead in Texas and Ohio. You know, with many kids getting back to school this week, it's possible that your son or daughter had a conversation or will this week about the shootings with someone on their campus. Of course, there isn't just one way to have this conversation with your kids, but it's important that you do have this conversation with your kids, unless they are extremely young, 8 or younger. With young children, ages 9, 10, 11, you want to make sure when you have this conversation that you offer comfort, that you offer hope. You could say something such as, bad people did something terrible in Texas and Ohio. What they did is inexcusable. So let's stop and pray right now for the families, the friends of those who were hurt, those who died. With tweens and teens, ask them, did you talk with someone today about the shootings? Maybe a friend at school? Listen as they talk. Tweens often get very emotional about their feelings. So listen, offer comfort. Remind them that we live in a world that is full of sin and people are broken and hurt. With older teens, you know this. They want to talk about change and social justice. So encourage your teen to be a voice in his or her circle of influence that's positive and encouraging, and remind them, though, we can't always fix the bad of this world. This can be a critical opportunity for you to remind your kids, whatever their ages, that purpose and significance can only be found in a relationship with Jesus Christ. I don't know the full stories of the 2 gunmen that led to these tragic choices each made, but I do know that anyone looking to anything or anyone other than Jesus for identity, hope, and fulfillment will always be looking for more and often turn into empty and sometimes tragic choices to fill that void in their lives. It's also important for you to take this opportunity, remind your kids, God understands our pain. Though we can't always explain why, we can place our hope in the truth that God understands our hurt. In the Bible, at the time of Jesus' birth, remember the story? We read that King Herod murdered countless young boys in an attempt to kill Jesus. In a broken world, sadly, there will continue to be people like Herod and the murderers in Texas and Ohio who kill. But such a reality doesn't diminish the fact that God is still in control. So remind your children, whatever their ages, God understands our pain. He, more than anyone, knows the hurt and sorrow of watching someone who is innocent, his son, die at the hands of others, having done nothing wrong. So have this conversation with your family. Parents, this can be a moment when your kids see mom and dad as a trusted source in a time of tremendous uncertainty and sadness for our nation. Lastly, in your time together in prayer, I encourage you to allow each family member to pray. A time of prayer together as a family can be a powerful moment for your family to lean into God and to find strength and peace in Him.